Hey there, welcome to my channel. So in this video tutorial, we will check it out how we can publish our PHP web services and PHP website on the AWS with the help of Linux, Nginx, and MySQL PHP. Once our PHP web services will up and running with the AWS, then we will map our AWS instance with the domain name, so user can reach out easily and user can experience our web services or our website functionalities. Alright, so one of my friends from Amsterdam, he was looking for a help to publish his PHP website on AWS. I thought if I'm gonna share this on YouTube, it may be people out there who are struggling with the AWS to publish their PHP web services or website. It may be beneficial for them. Alright, so let's get into action. If you don't have an account in AWS, then you can create one here by click on create a free account where you can get some free tiers. It's gonna be like EC2 server with the 750 hours per month free, and these are the rest of other stuff which is you can take an advantage of like in a free tier. Right. So in my case, I do have my account, so I'm going to continue with console, and I'm signing as a root user. Next, and I'll provide my password. Sign in. So this is the AWS dashboard. There are tons of stuffs are available. So we are interested in EC2 only, where we will create our instance. This is the AWS dashboard where you can see your statistics here, and in the bottom side you can manage your instance and you can create your instance here. So what we will do to create a new instance, click on the launch instance here, and again we will select a launch instance here. These are the operating system images which is we can use to create our instance. So if you are using your free tier, then make sure like you are always to go with this tag which is going to be like free tier eligible, right? If you are selecting something else which is the free tier eligible tags is not available, then you need to pay some money, and depends on your uses. So we will select the Ubuntu server. 64-bit is fine. Select. Okay. So our family will be T2 family and type will be the T2 micro. This is, as you can see, this is eligible for free tier, and memory will be, this is fine. So let it be like default. Launch and review. And here there's nothing to do. You can change your configuration, depends on your requirement. Here you can create a key pair to access your instance, AWS instance from your terminal or PuTTY. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose my existing key pair, which is going to be like, these are the two EC2 LEMP. This is fine. I acknowledge and launch instances. That's fine. Okay, so it will take a couple of minutes to up and running. So let's go to view instances. Already I do have a couple of instances which is running, and one is running, and this is stop, and this is the new instance which is we have created right now, and as you can see this is in pending state. Okay, now it's running. That's good. So let's go to the instance, click here. Now you can see all the information related to your instance. Here this is our public IP which is we can use to redirect our domain name with this instance. This is our IPv4 DNS which is we can use to access our instance from web browser, and but it will not work now because we have not installed the prerequisites. Before install the prerequisites, we need to do something very important, that is called security group. So we will go to security and we will click on the security wizard here, security group, and here our instance is accessible for SSH only. We need to add some kind of security rule here, so that will help us to accessible our instance from outside. The HTTP and port will be 80, and it will be accessible from anywhere. And one more rule we need to add, that is called HTTPS. The port will be 443, and again this is also accessible from anywhere. Right, so let's save the rule. Now our instance is ready to use. So what we will do now go to instance here. Good. So we can click on connect, and our by default username is Ubuntu, so let it be. And if you wish to change, then you can change it here right also. But now we are going to SSH client. I'm going to show you how we can access it from Mac, and it is pretty much similar for Linux also, but for Windows user you can use the PuTTY also. There are a lot of tons of tutorials are available how we can access VPS or our AWS instances from terminal, from the command prompt. We are going to access our instance through SSH. So what it says, like open SSH client, any SSH client you can use. So for in our case we will use terminal, and it says like we need to look at the private key file. On the time of create the instance, it was asking for the per key. It may be for created new key or maybe existing. In my case, I've selected the existing key, which is going to be like ec2 lemp.pem. So in your case, if you have created a new one, then make sure like you are going to the specific directory where you have kept your key file. Now in my case, I have selected the existing one, which is going to be ec2 lamp, and that is located in my current directory, as you can see, this one, right? So that means once I'm gonna access these things, it has to be accessed from the same directory where exactly this key file is exist, or you can access from somewhere else also, but you need to provide the file path right there. Okay, copy these things, and I'm going to access the same. Okay, yes, as you can see, now I'm able to access my machine, my AWS instance here. I'm as a root user, right? Good. Now very first time, right before install the prerequisites, we need to update our repos. So now it's updated. So what we will do now we will install Nginx. It is asking for additional space, it will be required, so that is perfectly fine for us. Okay, so now it is installed. Now what we will do, now we will install mysql-server. Alright, so now what we will do, we will check like whether MySQL is working here or not. MySQL is working, but without any password or without any user and password. So we need to create some user ID and password for root access, because it will be required to access from our PHP MyAdmin or some other tools from the website itself. So at least we can manage our database directly without interacting with the console. Now we will check like what are the users are available and authentications are available. We will check it from here. These are the users are available, but unfortunately root doesn't have any authentication strings and all those things. So we need to set some password for the root user. Alright, so our password is set, which is going to be like in a very very simple password, and just for testing purpose only. Let's get back from here. Okay, so now we need to install a couple of more plugins. That is, we will do like apt. Alright, so now this is also installed. Alright, so what we need to do now we need to create a configuration file inside the Nginx, and that will responsible to redirect the whole traffic to inside a specific directory. So inside that specific directory we will keep our PHP files or other website files, so it will be accessible for users. Cd etc and Nginx sites available. Right. Inside this directory we will create one more file, and now it has one file which is going to be like cat default. It is look like something like this, right? It is something look like this. We will create our own, Now control X will be exit. Alright, so now our configuration is done. So now we need to link this file with our site enable directory. Now let's get into the site enable directory. So where we need to check like whether our file is totally linked, it is linked or not. So once this is linked, then only it can be available from outside. Okay, it has the default and jgogoi.online, so we need to remove the default file here. For that link default. Now it's only one file is there. That's good, that's very good. Let's verify the Nginx syntax is correct or not. Alright, so the configuration file is alright. We will install PHP myadmin. So PHP myadmin. Here in our case we are not using Apache 2 and Lite. So what we will do, we will go with okay. No, it's fine. Okay, so it is installed perfectly. Now we need to link our PHP myadmin with our directory, our user directory, which is gonna be like var www and html. So that is we need to link with. Done. So this is done now. So we will go to our var directory, www directory and html directory now. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, here we do have only default file which is called index.nginx-debian.html and php myadmin. So now let's have a try with our instance the public DNS. Copy these things and paste it here. Yeah, welcome to Nginx. Now you can see it is perfectly available here. So our Nginx is up and running. As you can see, this is the file which is our landing page right now. So what we need to do, we need to restart our Nginx. That's good. So now let's try with this. Now we will access our PHP myadmin. Yeah, so username will be our root and password will be jgogoi.online. So here seems it is working now. That's good. Here we can create our database like create, or we can create our table here. Good. Yeah, this is not required. Okay, so what we will do now we need to upload our files inside this directory, which is called here. So at least we can see something here, right? So first of all, we will try it out like our PHP stuff is working or not. This IP address we will copy from here. We will go to FileZilla client. Here, FileZilla client. That's not required. Here we will create a new site. It's kind of like LEMP, and our access will be SSH file transfer protocol, and hostname will be this one. And what we will do, type will be for key file. The key file wherever we have kept, that is we need to give it reference here. So in my case, EC2 LAMP, this is the file. So okay, username also we need to do. This is gonna be Ubuntu. That is, you can find it from here. Once you click on connect here, this is the same name. Okay, same name. Okay. So what we will do, we will not connect directly. If I'm gonna connect these things, it will connect it, but again we cannot upload the files. All right, keep safe. Yeah, it is connected now. Now if I'm trying to upload some files here, go over and www and html. Inside here, if I'm gonna put something, then again it will not work. Let's just try it once. this index file, let's say. Right, have you seen it is not letting me to upload here because we don't have permission to this directory, so we need to set some permission right there. So again, we just need to go there. I will connect it. Alright, so now permission is granted. So let's check it out here. So what we will do, we will just for testing purpose, we will create a new file, and then we will try it out, like if it's gonna work or not. Here inside the directory we have created this one, drag it and upload it. So this file is not required, so we are going to delete this file. Delete this file. Yes. So now let's check it out. We will go to Nginx. So this space will be no more display. Yeah, hello from AWS. That means our PHP is properly executing. So now we will upload some sort of files. This is the API which is I have built to support the Netflix backend. It's a kind of like a simple applications backend APIs which is I have built in Node.js and as well as in PHP also. So that is I'm going to upload here. So let's check it out if this is also working or not. And same time I'm going to upload the front end stuff also here. So these are the front end stuff. So we're just deleting this file that is not required and upload this one. These are the files. Okay, so our files are uploaded properly. So let's check it out. Is it working or not? Wow, as you can see, this is working. All right, this is our front end. So the front end we have uploaded, that is built on React, and the back end part, that is a kind of like custom framework which is I have made my own. That's a PHP framework. So that is supporting backend, but let's check it out. The backend API is also working or not. So by /Netflix. Sorry, API services also working perfectly. Let's check it out, like by doing sign in. It is very hard to remember this entire URL, so we need to entice this URL with something else to take care of our whole service. So that is what we will do by link with our Cloudflare. So if you don't have a Cloudflare account, then you can create your own for free. Then I have my one where I am using often. So just logging in. Okay. Here already I do have my sites. If you don't have any site, then you can add a site here by clicking here, add site. Then you just give your name. In my case, jgogoi.online. Then add site. Yeah, this site is already like exists, it is saying. So let's go to my site here in DNS part. What you need to do, if you are newly added, then make sure like you are going to add a record. That is going to be like, first of all, the ANAM. That is you need to enter your IP address, this IP address here. I'll show you this IP address. And go to instance here, this IP address, copy these things, go here. So I'm going to delete these things for a while. This is not required, delete, and this is also not required, delete. That ANAM will be our record, so just use @ for root and paste the IP address. Okay, now save, click on save. Now add one more record that is going to be like our CNAME, and your CNAME will be like www, or you can write it to www. And now here, this public IPv DNS need to copy and paste it here. Okay, now click on save. Now it will take some time to get effect of whatever changes is there, but make sure like this domain name, wherever it is you are using, this name server need to update with your domain name. So I'll show you my one. I'm gonna use. So here it is, as you can see, this is my domain name, right? So click on the domain name, then you will get get some options like for name server. Click on the name server. So by default it will come with a big rocks name server. So this name server, two name server, which is I have copied from here. Number one, we need to copy this one first and paste it here, and number two will be copy these things from here and paste it here. Third one, you can keep it empty, then update name server. It will take some time because it is giving some error, because why? We have already added. Alright, there is no new changes, so that's why it's giving error. That's perfectly fine. Okay, click on cancel. Now it is working. So I hope now we will type here in different tab. Online. Yeah, as you can see, this is perfectly working. Alright, so now you can see our site is perfectly working. Again, our API also working from here. Now as you can see, PHP-myadmin also working here, and our PHP API is also working here. Our PHP API is also working here perfectly. Alright, so that's all for today, and next time I will try to put some more interesting topics in terms of like how we can deploy our PHP and Node.js projects in the cloud platform with the help of the Docker container managed by Kubernetes, which is extremely very helpful for us to maintain the DevOps culture. But your encouragement is really matter for me. Thank you so much